I'm giving you all the details in this video so that this hard life that you think you have will suddenly become effortless. It'll become a smooth ride where the obstacles that you're having will suddenly turn into opportunities for abundance. And when the failures that you're having, well, just turn into successes. I appreciate you subscribing right down at the bottom, and we're going to jump right into your breakthrough. The only reason you're thinking life is hard and you're thinking it's so hard to start a business, or you're thinking it's so hard to get your clients, or you're thinking it's so hard to make a course, or you're thinking it's so hard to make a YouTube video and get my YouTube channel started. It's so hard to grow a following. Well, is it really hard? Is it hard for everybody out there, or is it just hard for you? Well, the answer is no, it's not hard for everybody. It's more specifically hard for you because that is your limiting belief. You have a limiting belief that things are hard. So what do? They show up as hard for you. Now, I get it. I was in that position before, and it took me a bit to realize, like, the universe is not contradicting me. Like, I believed these things were hard, so they showed up as hard for me. It's always going to be one-to-one with your belief. So if you're thinking that something is in front of you that you don't like, and you're like, how in the world did this manifest? Well, you did it. You did it with your beliefs. Now, your beliefs have layers. So sometimes this is hard can have a core limiting belief that I'm not loved, or I'm alone, I'm lonely. So it doesn't have to be on the same exact topic, because you have surface beliefs that cover up the core limiting belief that you have. So that's why I love this, because you can get to all the intricacies of this, and it's like a puzzle. I used to think it was so difficult to make a course. I put it off for the longest because I was like, where do I even start? I don't even like writing a lot. This is too much. It's just too much. Where do I start with the videos? It's going to take me forever to make videos. It's going to take a long time to really make this course. Well, as I shifted limiting beliefs that I had, I found out that really I was just blocking and just not allowing my intuition to flow. Because when your intuition flows, it's effortless doing the things that you love to do. Now, I loved talking about manifestation and teaching and coaching about manifestation. So the passion was there. It's just that I, with my limiting beliefs that I had, was making it hard for myself to make this course. Because the course could have been easy as mess, but I was like, this is hard. And I kept holding on to that belief. But once I shifted it, you know what happened? I literally filmed that entire course in one night. It was just effortless, move like butter. I was just on. I was da-da-da-da-da. It was amazing. Filmed the whole thing. And it's a 6-week course on unlocking the keys to effortless manifestation. And I filmed it in that night, and it felt so good. I felt energized. I wasn't even tired. I think I stayed up till like 2-3 o'clock in the morning, but it was fun. I let my intuition flow. And when my intuition flowed, it was easy and effortless. It doesn't have to be hard for you. Now, take into account that I put in my other videos, but I'll say it again. About 90% of the things that you say or think are just beliefs. So they're not real for everybody. They're only real in your reality because you chose that. You chose to have that belief. So when you think about it that way, you get into a mindset of power. You get into a mindset of freedom. You're choosing these things. So if you had the power and the freedom to choose this one belief that this is hard, things are hard, out of the infinite amount of other beliefs that are out there, then you have the power and the freedom to choose. This comes easily to me. This is effortless. My intuition flows. I do things with ease, with my intuition supporting me along the way. Now, it may take you a minute to really familiarize yourself and remind yourself that, hey, that's just a belief. And so when you're doing this, though, catch yourself. And then when you're saying something in your mind or saying it out loud where, oh, this is too hard, I can't do this, I'm just not cut out for this. Catch yourself and say, that's a belief. Is that true for everybody? No. What do I choose? What belief do I choose out of the abundance of beliefs? What do I choose now in this moment? Because you always have a choice. Does that make sense? And when you're doing this stuff, you want to make sure that you're not invalidating certain things in your reality. And I used to be guilty of this, like, to the utmost. When I worked in retail, oh my gosh, y'all, I was like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to get out of here. I'm so sick of this. I hate this job. I would be upset. Or better yet, when I worked at the call center, that's when I really was doing that. I was like, I'm so tired of this. I'm just gonna quit. I'm so sick of this. I don't want to do this no more. I just want my business to take off, and I'm tired of it. Are you guilty of that too? That's okay, because now you're gonna know the key, like I got to know. So the thing is, when you are doing that, obviously you're more in a negative vibration when you're doing that. And when you're invalidating, saying, there's something wrong with this, I shouldn't be here, I shouldn't be doing this, you're putting judgment on yourself, and you are putting yourself in that negative vibrational frequency. So you know what you're doing? You're perpetuating, you're fueling, you're powering up that limiting belief that you have. Now, as opposed to if you shift the limiting belief that you have that keeps telling you that you hate this job and you hate your life the way that it's going, then what you can do is you shift it, and then you'll start appreciating. Okay, I have this job. It works out for me. You'll give it a new meaning, a new description. This job is supporting me in building my business. This job is supporting me to do X, Y, Z. And that's what I had to really understand. And once I understood that, that wasn't an issue for me anymore. I didn't have to keep thinking about it that way. It didn't have to drain my energy. Isn't it draining when you're constantly saying, I don't want to be here. I hate doing this. I can't stand this. When my business takes off, I am done with this stuff. Aren't you tired of that? Aren't you tired of it? How many times have you said that? How many years have you been saying that? Isn't it time to shift and do something different? I know you feel it. Once you start really observing your reality, this is what you want to do, and start doing this as soon as you get done with this video. Start observing your reality, not placing judgment on anything that's showing up, even if it's bills, or even if it's, people not being nice to you, or if it's you having not so good comments on your videos. Observe it. When these things happen, what do you feel? Are you upset? Are you frustrated? Are you angry? So the first thing, be aware of your reality. And the second thing is see how you feel. What are you feeling? And to what magnitude are you feeling it? On a scale of 1 to 10. Are you strongly feeling super angry and upset because somebody put a negative comment on your video? Are you like, oh, I'm so tired of these people. I'm helping people and they are just acting up. How do you feel about that? And then what you can start to ask yourself, why? Why am I so angry? Why am I so angry that they put a comment on my video that I didn't like? Because people are annoying. Okay. Why are people annoying to you? Why is it so scary? And why is it so scary? Or what are you so afraid of? What are you so afraid that people will do? Okay. And then you keep asking yourself questions, bringing up that fear, bringing up that frustration, bringing up that anger. Because a lot of times what you'll find, and what I've found when I've been doing this stuff, is it's like that game, hot and cold. So as you're asking yourself questions, you're getting hotter and hotter and hotter, and they'll start bringing up emotion. And as you get closer to the emotion, that's where the core limiting belief is, where it's saying that I'm not worthy, I don't deserve this, I don't deserve that, I'm not good enough to have nice things. That's where you're going to see that core limiting belief bubbling up. And then you know what? Once you're able to see it and find it, you can shift it. And then you know what? You will experience reality differently. You will shift realities instantly. Now, I'm telling you, it'll happen instantly because it does. It's instant. And you'll see it as soon as you start doing this. For the longest time, it seemed so difficult for me to make friends. So I had a belief about this, about making friends. And when I was in elementary school, it seemed difficult for me to make friends. I was always evaluating, am I talking enough? Am I not talking enough? Why am I not talking enough? So in my younger years and everything, I was super, super, super shy. And middle school, it was the same thing. Different people, same thing. Why is it so difficult to make friends? Who am I going to sit next to at lunch? That was like always the thing. Like, who am I going to sit next to at lunch? I got to hurry up and find somebody to sit next to at lunch before lunch comes. And that didn't go away. It carried over to high school. Who am I going to sit next to at lunch? And you know what? It came to a head in high school because in ninth grade, I was eating in the bathroom because I had so much anxiety around who am I going to sit next to? I didn't have anybody to sit next to. I didn't want to be embarrassed. And it was this whole thing. But the point is that it was a difficult time for me, but it was still a limiting belief that was unchecked. I mean, obviously I didn't know about this stuff back then, but as I look back on it, I was so scared to be alone. I thought I would be so embarrassed. And fast forward to college, it still didn't go away. It was still there. It showed up in a different form, but it was still there. And as I progressed in life and shifted and started learning about these beliefs, because I heard about beliefs, but I didn't understand the beliefs, because we can get surface level all we want, but that wasn't doing it for me. I needed a little more, like what's the root of this stuff? So as I learned more about it, I was like, oh, okay, that was it, right? I was missing a piece of the puzzle, and that was getting to the core limiting belief. So as I shifted these limiting beliefs, my reality shifted. I went from living with my mom to living with my sister to living on my own and being independent. And my reality shifted even more because it became so easy to talk to people. Before, I wasn't that person that would go up and talk to somebody. I wasn't that person that would initiate the conversations like on the elevator. I wasn't that person at that time. But since I shifted my reality, it's easy for me to start that conversation, go up and talk to somebody. It's not a difficult thing anymore. And I don't even think about the friend stuff anymore because it's like, it's easy to make friends. Do I want to go out? Do I want to make a friend? Do I want to talk to somebody? Do I want to socialize? Do I want to hang out with people? I get to choose, and it's not a daunting thing. It's not like agonizing, who am I going to sit next to at lunch? No, it's not like that anymore. Because when your perspective shifts and you shift your core limiting belief, everything shifts. It does not matter. It doesn't matter what things look like on the outside. Once you shift your limiting belief and then that same situation pops up in your reality, you know what? The way you react to that thing determines whether you shifted the accurate limiting belief or not. So if I was to shift my limiting belief around socializing and I still see in my reality, I don't have any friends, am I boo-hooing about it? Or am I like, thank you for showing me this? What do I choose? I choose to experience a reality where I have friends. I choose to experience a reality where people are excited to talk to me. There's a difference there. Do you see what I'm saying? So once you are able to get to that place where you're like, thank you for showing me this, and without anything shifting, where it looks like things are the same in your reality, but your perspective and your belief and your emotion is different, that's when your reality will start responding. It'll start looking different. And you'll start to see that, because all of a sudden, this big elephant in the room is not going to be the elephant anymore. It's going to be the little raisin. This stuff that is coming up for you, if you are feeling this strong emotion, it's a good thing. If you're getting angry, it's a good thing. If you're getting frustrated about how long your manifestation is taking, that is a good thing. That means that your limiting belief is coming to a head, where it's ready to be shifted. There's nothing more your limiting belief can do than to get you to that boiling point of your emotion. So when you're in that extreme or super strong sadness, or that super strong anger, or the super strong whatever emotion, that's when you have some of the most power. Because that power, when it's shifted into abundance, appreciation, and love. That's all it takes. So when you're on this far side of the spectrum, I mean, you can't really go any more left than you're already there. So your limiting belief, what it's going to do, is going to push you to all the way to the edge of the spectrum as much as it can. And for a lot of people, what they do is they stay there. After they get done being angry and start and frustrated and irritated, they just go on TikTok. And you start to think, oh, okay, well, that belief's gone. The feeling is gone. Oh, but when something else happens, when you're not seeing the results in your business, oh, there it is again. And you're all the way left again. But then when your feelings subside, you're like, oh, okay. All right, well, the feeling is gone. But then when you think you're getting far in your business, and then you start to see that, oh, you don't have any students in your course. It seems like nobody's buying. Oh, but all of a sudden it comes back again, and it comes back stronger, and it seems stronger and stronger. But when you start to shift your limiting beliefs, you'll start to shift it and get to the core, and then you will be on the right, and you will be in appreciation, and you will be in abundance and joy and happiness and appreciation. So that's the thing. That's the difference between what the average person does, stay on the left, and when you're a CEO manifester and you shift your limiting beliefs, so they're over here. So then you know what? When you don't see that you have a sale in your business, the outside will still look the same at first, possibly. So when you see you don't have a sale from your course, and you're going to say, thank you for showing me this. What do I believe is true for this to keep happening? Okay. Thank you for showing me this, universe, and I appreciate it. I choose to experience having clients. I choose to experience having students. I choose to experience having more followers and subscribers. It's reactivated. So now it'll just be reactivated. Just like that limiting belief was activated, same situation, but it was activated. It can be activated over here as well. Do you see what I'm saying? Is it making sense to you? Are the pieces coming together? And I'm going to answer the question that you were just thinking a second ago. And that is, how often do I shift my limiting beliefs? Do I do it once a day? Do I do it 3 times a day? You do it every single time something comes up for you. So if you are feeling frustrated and angry because something happens in your reality, because somebody cuts you off in traffic, shift that limiting belief. If you start to feel jealous because you see somebody on social media and they are doing amazing in their business, they're crushing it, and you get jealous, shift that limiting belief. You shift it as it comes up. So it may come up, you may have a limiting belief that is showing itself, different ones. It could be different ones or the same one, but it can be showing up multiple times throughout your day. So you shift it. You want to get to the core limiting belief. So when you get to the core, those other ones will fall short. They will fade away. So it can be the same limiting belief that is showing up in different areas of your life, or it can be different limiting beliefs that are showing up. So it just depends. You just get to the core limiting belief, and then you'll see if the other ones fade away. Say it with me. I choose to believe that my life is easy. My life gets to be good. My life gets to be great. I get to feel good every day. I get to have the things I desire. I get to have abundance, and abundance is made for me because abundance is good. Abundance is my natural state, and I appreciate every single aspect of my life because it's showing me the support and love that I desire. Ooh, that felt good. Did you feel that vibrational frequency? I know the gears are turning and you're getting breakthroughs from learning about these beliefs and how they play in your reality. And the thing is, when you understand how this works, you will understand the piece where you can consciously manifest effortlessly. And that's the effortless part that people talk about. because the only thing that is stopping it from being effortless or delaying it from being effortless are your beliefs. What description are you giving different things? It's your beliefs that are playing a role in all of this. And that's what I teach you. I show you and I coach you on how to shift, how to identify your core limiting beliefs so that you can go on and consciously manifest easily. And you will be a clear vessel for intuition to flow so that you can be guided to every single process, every single step, so that you can be on the fastest path to manifest your desires, manifest your abundance, manifest clients, manifest sales in your business, manifest money, manifest friends, manifest emotional resilience. You can do all of that. You can have all of that. You're worthy of having all that. And that's the piece that I really want you to understand, because it's not one technique that'll work. It's not, oh, this is the magic technique. It's not that. The thing is, any technique can work. I use different techniques all the time for manifestation. It's not just one. I get led to different things and I do it. I may be led to a certain video, so I do what it says in that video. I may be led to a guided meditation, so I'll do that. I may be led to journal something that really gives me a breakthrough. I'm guided to these different things because I'm a clear vessel for intuition to guide me to that step. So that's the fastest path to my manifestation. I don't have to be like, oh my gosh, I got to know the next step. I got to do this technique over and over again until I understand it, even though I don't really care about this technique. It's not like that. I don't have to effort my way into doing certain techniques or trying to figure it out. That's a lot. That comes with a lot of resistance. So I'm making it effortless for you. So I have a free training on starting to shatter your limiting beliefs. Right down at the bottom, I'll pin it in the comments so that you can get started right after this video, because you're getting breakthroughs. Every single time you watch my video, you are getting a breakthrough. And when you're watching my videos, you want to make sure that you're in well, you don't have to, but to get the maximum information and breakthroughs from my videos, if you're in a higher vibrational frequency, you're going to extract more information, because if you're matching my vibrational frequency, then you'll tap into exactly what I'm telling you and the meaning behind it and the intention behind it. That's how this works. It's all about frequencies. Say it with me. I appreciate you all for subscribing right down at the bottom, and I will see you lovely souls, in the next video.